Gives me a little bit. Oh, we're live.
Oh, hi. No warning.
Sorry. Hey, James.
Yeah.
We're live.
You scared me.
Sorry. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for our half-hour Modern Mom live in the lounge. It's actually gorgeous out, so we decided to sit outside. And what's even nicer is we're sitting outside
In person.
together.
Cheers. Woo.
So we really appreciate you taking a half hour out of your busy weeknight to join us. Tonight we're going to be talking about the big O.
I forgot I called it that.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
But the
So
O is
clever.
going to be organization. Sorry. This is totally
That
PG.
might be a turn on for certain people sometimes,
Yeah.
more so than others. Other
I think
things.
so. It was a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit schwitzing right now. If you're there, please say hi. Leave messages in the comments. We would love to know that you're there. We're missing one of the integral parts of Jami's hacks, which we will discuss later on. But so I had to run to Publix, and then I come home, and then Stella's so excited that Jami and Ryan are here that she steals Ryan's shoe, is running around the backyard, and now we're here. So it's a good thing. So I'm not complaining anymore. So Jami's here. We're so happy.
Yay.
Last week we took the week off.
Hiatus.
I love me some organization. We love that you love organization.
Good. We're going to want you to tell us your hacks too. This is going to be a communal share.
Yes, because I feel like we all have at least one.
Yeah. That
Right?
you like when you're like, oh my God, I never thought of that.
Yep. So we hope that you guys will aid us and teach us as well as we teach you. I forgot what I was saying before. Oh, so last week we took a hiatus. It was like Passover, Easter. It was a little bit hectic, but we figured we would come back with the live in person, which is super cool. So I am actually going to be interviewing Jami. So this is kind of cool also.
I wrote all the questions.
She wrote all the questions. She bolded ask, answer. So you can see who the really organized one is here. And she'll definitely know all the answers to the questions. But ever since I've known, it's my whole life, but she's always been organized. There's always been I have pantry envy. You go into our pantry and everything's labeled and it's in the OXO or XOX, those containers with the pop lids and everything's in its place and organized. And that's not really me. I try. Well, when Jami and Ryan, when they come down, they try. And they try to organize. And then at least it gives them something to do the next time they come down.
Yeah.
Then I need reorganization again.
Well, then we assess you if you passed or failed. I won't share the outcomes. Did they maintain?
Exactly. So what I'm going to start off with is where do you get your ideas from? Because some of these hacks that you have, I would have never even thought of.
Yeah. I'm going to go back a little bit more in time before ideas because, I think part of being organized is having a sense of control for me and efficiency. So I think with the life we live and everything being crazy and it's one thing I can control and I do get a sense of relief out of it. And the other thing is everything is so hectic. So if we are more efficient and we don't have to start from scratch cleaning up and everything has a place, there's a reason I do this. It's not just because of OCD and needing
that could be part of it too.
Mom, actually, there's a funny story about Mom went out when I was 1 and she came home at midnight. Dad was babysitting for me and I'm sitting up, or maybe I wasn't 1, maybe 1.5 or something, with my arms crossed. And she said, what's going on? And I said, I can't sleep. And she said, why? And I said, because Dad put my blocks away wrong.
Oh my!
So I actually think
that
started that if I go back to how my brain is wired, it starts at a very young age. And then, the other thing is that I have to always tell the story is, you ask where my ideas come from. I've always been into organization before it was a thing and just trying to figure out what tubes, tubs, glasses, organization, where do we want to put everything? And I saw an opportunity right about when Dana decided to blog.
It's 2008.
Yeah. And I said to her, we should do one about organization. And she was like, her eyes glazed over. She was like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough products out there and people need help with it. Not everyone's good at it. And, you know, Rich does like product development and I can help with this. And she was like, yeah, whatever. And
we both also had 1-year-olds. And Brady was even younger.
Yeah, Brady was not even born.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't influence. I wasn't a good influencer then. And we didn't do it. And that's totally fine. But I continuously send her pictures of the 2 women from the home edit and like their success and their books. And I'm like, that could have been us.
She reminds me
all the time.
On the daily.
Our actual goal is to somehow get them on our show and collaborate with them. But anyway, where I get my inspiration from are a few different places. I love Real Simple magazine. I just love the way it looks. It always feels like I'm organized when I'm looking at it. There's lots of things about simplicity that are like at the center of all the decisions I make when it comes to organizing. I'm not a hoarder, so I do like to clean out and get rid of stuff. And that's
She's better
not
at
useful.
that than I am.
So Real Simple, I have Pinterest boards that really help me with ideas and just how to like approach things. And the home edit, I actually do follow them. And, you know, I don't think they've reinvented the wheel. They've just given clear, like simple tools for people to use in order to be organized.
It's crazy because I haven't even watched all of the home edit ones yet.
Yeah.
I'm like savoring their show because I really enjoy it and I look forward to it. So you get your ideas from a variety of different things, but what's your approach to organizing?
Yeah. So you have to be organized about your organizing approach. You need to be simple. You need to have a plan in place. Otherwise, it could be really overwhelming. You can't take on too much. So I'm going to use spring cleaning / organizing as like a way for me to describe how I approach it, like everything else. You need to have a plan.
Right.
So for spring cleaning, which ultimately leads to organizing, I have a to-do list, which we're by room of like all the things that we need to do in the spring. And we'll share that with all our listeners, viewers, watchers.
Nice.
And so I start with that list and then I start to calendar block. So it's April, it's spring. I know March it started, but we've all been stuck in our houses for a year. We probably spring cleaned all pandemic when we didn't leave our house. And now it's a year later and like we need to do it again. So I have my list of what we need to check off and then I calendar block because you can't do it all in one weekend or you'll be totally overwhelmed. So how do I get this done over the next 4 weeks and like go into May, not worrying about closets and basements and like what events I need to clean. I think part of spring cleaning too is not just what you do in your house, but what services you want to organize. So like getting your chimney clean, your air conditioner, your water, whatever it is, I like sit down one day and I just schedule everything.
I don't know how you do that.
You just
do it.
No, you have a list and you do it. You have a to-do list that you follow. It's the same thing.
I know, but I like write things down just to write them down.
No.
I know.
I mean, the other thing that's really important is getting the family involved. Our kids are old enough and so they see the list, they get their tasks and they know that they can't go play video games, be with their friends, whatever it is until these things are done. So they have to play a role because it's a lot. There are a lot of things that you want to work on.
We are related, but not in the organization section. So you give the assignment, you do it over months periods, you make lists for your lists. What are some of your favorite things that you like to organize by room? So at least it's like categorized.
So I'll do spring cleaning by room and then we can talk about, because you ultimately, when you start cleaning, like actually doing like deep clean, you can't help but start rearranging drawers and everything.
If you go down like a rabbit hole,
you do, but you have to know you're going to go down that rabbit hole. So for the kitchen, like actually doing like deep clean, you can't help. Sorry, technical difficulty. For the kitchen, there's a couple of different things that you do along the way, but at a minimum, you need to make sure you at least do them twice a year. So I clean my dishwasher, which seems like, what does that mean? But really,
why are you cleaning something that cleans?
Cleaning out the filter, and then you just need to run a cycle with like white vinegar and lemon in a measuring cup, which we could have had as a prop. So you just run it and like it just feels, it's not chemicals, it's natural vinegar and lemon. You run it in the dishwasher, like that smell from food and everything kind of goes away. But vinegar cures everything you want to clean. So I like doing that with the dishwasher. You should probably do it more than that. The microwave is, I feel like, disgusting, even if you like surface clean.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I learned, and you have to be careful with this, not to set a fire, but if you
Please don't
take
set
a
your house
small
on
like
fire.
washcloth size tablecloth,
The dog is
My
going to be
dog
the
is
end of
going
me.
in my bag.
Stella.
it's taking my glasses that are really
Uh-oh.
expensive.
I'll go
Sorry.
get them. I'll be back.
So if you take a small rag and you wet it and put it in the microwave for like 15 seconds, it like warms up any sediment that's in the microwave in those little vents and kind of in the crevices. And then you take the warm washcloth, you make sure it's not too hot, and actually can wipe everything off. So it takes 15 seconds. You can really get things off without breaking a nail and scraping, and do like a deep clean. The other thing that I call part of spring cleaning is detailing my refrigerator. So really taking all the shelves out, getting the vacuum, cleaning inside, Q-tips, toothpicks. You need all your tools. You don't need to do this all the time, but it's really disgusting if you like really get inside your refrigerator and your freezer.
Don't look at mine.
I won't.
I just saved your sunglasses.
Thank you. So those are, it's like the microwave, detailing the refrigerator, the pantry. It's a great time to get rid of all your old, even though I do it all the time, I'm like, oh my God, this expired 2 years ago. How'd I miss it? Or if there are things you're not going to eat in your pantry, it's great we have a local food pantry. So you can donate food, right? You don't have to feel bad about throwing it away. A lot of times we leave it, we're like, oh, I'll get to it. You're never going to use like those pinto beans or, that vegetable soup that no one in your family is going to eat. So like, can you donate it? And so it's a good part of cleaning and giving. The laundry room, another place you don't think about cleaning.
Nope.
But the vent, I always clean out my lid.
You do it after each thing, right?
Yeah, but I also have a brush that you can get into like the lint.
All right, nice.
Thing.
I got a brush.
And then cleaning your washing machine. So every washing machine, do you know this has a clean cycle? And you put bleach in it and you run it and it cleans out. So it gets rid of like the mildew and all the sediment and leftover, because it's like your hair when you wash it and shampoo builds up. The soap and all that scum builds up in your washing machine.
I feel so dirty.
Sorry. You're not.
Thank
you. Bedrooms, it's always good. Like the pillows get disgusting, throw them in the washing machine. I take all the comforters like that don't fit into our washing machine and take them to the laundromat. Mm-hmm. It's worth the whatever, $50 to have them put in a, commercial size machine and get those clean. Vents, like go through with your vacuum with the little brush and the like skinny part, you get that all out to the dust if you don't get them like clean professionally. Mm-hmm. In the bathroom, I think it's always a good time in the spring to go through your medicines. I'm sure you have like kids medicine, everything's expired, just dump it. This is a gross one, but like
Nathan's calling me from upstairs.
Tell him I'm busy. This is a lot going on right here now.
We're live downstairs out in the backyard, so I'll talk to you in a few minutes, okay? Love you. I'll make you dinner soon. Bye.
The toilet seats are so, especially if you have boys, are so disgusting. I actually like to replace them every year.
Really?
Oh my God. But they're not that much money. And like, but
no,
otherwise,
I know. That's true.
If you don't like scrub or whatever, so like scrubbing, just put the gloves on, get a brush and put bleach everywhere and just scrub is really good. And then one of the most amazing tools that I've found, so like when your shower or your drains get clogged and you're like pouring Drano in and it doesn't really work all the time, or you have like the screen, you can buy these, Clorox makes it, it's a drain stick.
Well, I had a link to the bottom.
And you can find a treasure of grossness, but your shower will stop and you don't have to put chemicals in. So you can be your own plumber, but there is like if you like organizing and cleaning and you're not grossed out, there's like a good satisfaction of like getting all the gross stuff out of your drain. So doing that at least spring cleaning is really good.
So yeah, that's definitely new to me. I always get the, oh babe, you're like shedding a lot because I get all the shower hair in my shower.
We're like pulling it off and Drano and it doesn't get through. And so this you like put a mask on, get your gloves on and
do it
and be happy.
I know. All right. You have a lot to do in the 10 days that you're here, huh?
I know. I have my own house, still do. I'll help you with one room. What room would you pick?
I think I started the guest bedroom closet. So we started an organization challenge that was going to end in this particular show. And
guess who won? It was a sister challenge.
It was a sister challenge. She totally won. If you see my guest bedroom closet, you'll laugh. I mean, I have piles, but I just, yeah. So my guest bedroom, I think, just because that's my closet that has all my purses, it has my sweaters, jackets, things like that. She wants attention. She's not going to get it. So you have some tidbits, like cool ideas here.
Yeah. So as I go through organization and like, you know, you're always looking for the perfect, like, I don't know what they call them.
We go to container store,
tools,
like,
container store,
right.
but there's so much in our own house that we can use or repurpose. So there's a little sustain. Can you put it inside? There's a little sustainability that I've like. I mean, I'm not so great at this, but there's a few things that I've learned or repurposed or like where I couldn't find the perfect container. So the first one is like in the drawer where your, you know, makeup is, or your cotton balls and your Q-tips. So I don't know if anyone of you are familiar with this glass, the Oui yogurt, which comes in these amazing glass jars. So delicious, the yogurt, and also really pretty decorating. If you clean it and you soak everything off, this is like an amazing container. It actually could be a votive holder for candles. But it's perfect for if you have those round cotton pads that fit in. It's not too high, so drawers that are not deep. I have like 4 of them. So I have one for cotton pads, one for Q-tips, one for those little floss things, and it looks so nice, and everything like fits into the drawer, and I put it into a little container. So these are, you know, $4 for like 4 of them. So it winds up being $1 that you can repurpose, and you get to eat it. The other thing I struggled with in organizing was like finding the perfect jewelry container. So that fit in a drawer that wasn't, you know, I had a million earrings and rings. And actually these egg crates are amazing to repurpose. This one's Kirkland, which is a big one. So it's 24 eggs. It's really good to use these for earrings. And then on this side, there's a flat part. So you can put bracelets here.
Okay.
And then you can put rings in this. And so if you have a skinny drawer that, you know, sometimes a top dresser drawer or even in your closet, you could put this in and you just open the drawer and everything's organized. Also, Land O'Lakes makes one that's smaller. So here's one that we used for earrings. And they're clear, so they're not like...
I got that idea from Jami.
The other thing I love doing is using, like when I'm cleaning out in the kitchen and getting rid of spice jars, if I'm done, you can repurpose spice jars as like tiny little vases. Sometimes it's fun to keep the label on because it's just like interesting, but other times you can just take it off too, because they actually have interesting like shapes and designs under the label. And then you can take little flowers, and I always like putting these all over the house, like in the guest room, in the bathroom. So they're not huge vases that take over,
right?
And you're repurposing and reusing.
That's so smart.
It's fun.
I know.
What's this for? I'm sure we can use this for something.
I asked Rich to pull out glass spice jars, and I think he thought that this was a glass spice jar.
Mason jars are really good for, I mean, you can put jewelry in this by the sink, like when you want to wash your hands and face. You know, and I love mason jars for I like drinking out of mason jars.
Isn't that a weird size one?
Yeah. I like this one. What would you use this for food wise, did it say?
Maybe like if you're doing like preserving jams or something.
I feel like you would use a bigger one than that.
I feel like I meant to buy a bigger one. I swear I do something in life, but it's just not those two. No, but I feel like I thought that they were bigger, but they were actually too stacked in the box.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a lot of things. I'm gonna have to think on this one.
Isn't that cute,
but
right?
But I think it is cute to do this like at your sink, your bathroom sink, to put your jewelry in.
Yeah,
especially if you have like a farmhouse bathroom, it kind of fits the
whole
style,
thing.
The decor. I put flowers in mason jars all the time, or straws. You know, I organize straws in mason jars.
Plastic or paper? Not plastic, but like reusable.
Reusable.
Yeah.
Metal. We have metal ones.
Oh, I have
stainless steel ones. Then you can put them in the dishwasher versus the plastic ones. You really should put in the dishwasher. Then Dana gave me this idea, which isn't repurposing anything, but a cool organization tool. So it looks great, like on our counter, in our bathrooms or a vanity. I forgot I have the best makeup holder, but you know, the brushes. And so this is an old-fashioned like straw holder that you have, that they would have at like diners and
like the old school diners, or we go to get fountain sodas and stuff like that. I actually ordered this on Amazon. I'll put a link below after, but I probably stole the idea from Real Simple. I feel like I did.
We're tagging Real Simple in this.
Yes.
But anyway, it's really cool. And then you can just pull your stuff out and it looks pretty on the counter. There's other great makeup tools. I wish I had brought mine because I feel like makeup and draws, if you don't have enough, I don't have enough in my vanity. So like I need something on the counter. There's like ones that are Lazy Susans that turn around that have all the, and there's such cute ones that you can put your brushes in the middle and all your makeup and it keeps it
I see them for like desks too. Like those.
Yeah, it's something that would be like that, but it's for makeup.
I ran out in the pool with her. Okay, you continue.
Oh, thank you for loving the egg carton thing. I bought so many organization like off sites and nothing worked. And the egg crate one day I was like, oh my God, I'm trying this. So we would love to hear can you guys maybe message in some of your hacks that we can share with our viewers? Let's say I use jam jars for everything. I like the little design. Yeah, it makes it look fancy. It's like we can go out and buy things or like repurpose. I love jam jars. And they are interesting shapes when you get the labels off, which you can just soak off in warm water in a bowl.
Just so that you know, that is Alicia who put in that comment. We're going to be actually interviewing Alicia next week, and we're so excited. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, Stacey Lynn Ellis was just on before, so we want to say hi. Sorry. Oh, thanks, guys. We're trying to avoid Stella at all costs.
I don't know how you have to organize. I don't know how you do this.
I have to organize my sanity with my dog, so I don't have time to organize anything else. I'm going to run for 1 second. So what are some, like for...
Can you just put her inside?
I can't catch her.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Then just let's keep going. This is lovely.
But this is real life. And this is what I love about live is that it is what it is. And
this is where the control part of me can't handle it.
And I'm just like, I'll be right back. I'm trying to think of other hacks that I have, because most of them I've learned from you, so it's kind of duplicative. But and like the boys' rooms. Oh, so what I do for my socks is they have drawer organizers where they have like the spring-loaded drawer separators. But what I did was I actually took a cardboard box and measured it, and then I put it in between.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And especially for like my bras and underwear, because they seem to kind of merge. They're in the same drawer.
Yeah, you have to keep it separate.
Yeah. So I do, you could just take cardboard and you measure, and then it's sturdy enough that it'll, make sure it's like sturdy enough that it'll stand on its own, and you kind of like wedge it in and it becomes the perfect drawer organizer. I use bins and baskets for everything.
Me too. And Home Goods has amazing products. Like they're pretty, they're patterned. So even if you're like doing a closet or a pantry and you want it to look good, it's just not just organized. You can match your style. I just thought of something. No, I forgot. Hooks. What were we just saying? Oh, you were talking about socks and underwear.
Socks and underwear, so like closet drawers and things like that.
Label makers are important.
Yes. And you can actually go on Etsy too if you want to get fancy.
Yeah, they have some really nice like label makers for pantries. But even if you have your own and you don't want, you just go around your house. I try with my boys' closets to baseball here, shorts here.
It looks beautiful
closer.
when you're done.
It gets closer. It looks good. And I take pictures, and I've thought of like putting it on the inside of their closet. Like when you leave for the day, it should look like this.
Oh, like a picture of it done. So this is what
you get 20 extra minutes of video games if you pass this challenge.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's bribery, but if it makes your life that much easier, totally do it.
Oh, I know. The other thing I love doing is candles. Like a lot of the candles I like come in really beautiful containers. And so if you heat the glass up after and bring the wax out, you can use the wax in like a smaller votive and actually put it in something like this. And then you can use them for vases. So even like candle holders can then become, something if they're pretty. I have some beautiful ones from LAFCO that are gorgeous, and you just want to get it clean. And then I use them for arranging flowers after.
Pen holder.
Or pen holder. I use mine for a pen holder too.
That's so funny.
It looks like Murano glass.
There was one that I had that I used at my office. You are not. She's not allowed on Facebook anymore. Hold on. There's. Go. This is what she wants me to do.
I know, so why don't you just ignore her?
Okay. Do you mind the party? I don't mind it. I just feel bad for the audience and your ears. Okay. So one thing that I do that what I did was, so I bought this plant. Decided I was going to grow a plant in my office, but then forgot. Like I planted the seeds. It had.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Put in the sod, planted the seeds, forgot to water it. It died, but it came in a cute gray ceramic holder. So that's now my pen holder.
Yeah.
To repurpose.
Oatmeal canisters for boys' Hot Wheel cars. Oh, that's so good.
What?
The like
That's
those
awesome.
like cardboard round ones are good.
Alicia, you are on.
Yeah, when you think about toy. I mean, we're past toy organizing, but there's so many. That was a monster of like always figuring out what, just so that they can access it and that they could see it and that it was organized. I felt like that I was constantly rethinking.
Did you ever do like where you actually like organize the Legos by either like size or color, and then 5 seconds? Yeah, that was me. Oh my gosh, that was. This is Jami Tesser. She says you guys are the best. Thank you for sharing. We're glad you could join us. So what would you like to leave the audience off with?
I think that, we all have so much going on and you shouldn't overwhelm yourself. And just even if you pick one with spring cleaning, it's just a good time. And, we can't do things all the time. So if it's like you pick one part of the year that you're going to really scrub everything, there's like a sense of relief and control. I think as far as organizing, pick a room a month and decide, what am I going to do in this room that's going to be different, and show your family. Like, you don't do it just for yourself, right? You want it so everyone's life is easier. As long as everything has a place, whatever your bin tool method is, then it's just so much easier to clean up and not have to waste time. Like, we have so little time and I'm so tired of it being spent picking up after. So like remote controls have a place. Everything has a place in my house.
Right.
It's still not easy to get them to follow it, but at least if I even have to clean quickly, everything goes. Batteries have a place, mail has a place, recycle. So come up with a plan. We'll share back the spring cleaning tool of like what you can think about by room.
Right. And then also links if there are things that we've mentioned, such as like the straw holder and things like that. And just a reminder, maybe we can make like a little checklist. You could like go to Costco and get eggs. Then when you're done with the eggs, then you can use the container for something.
Or you can put them in a bowl if you can't wait.
Oh, like we just did?
What?
Like we just did?
Yes.
Yeah, they're in a bowl. Well, okay, so I'm going to do the speed round with you because I don't know if I ever did it with you.
We did, but maybe it's changed.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I'm always evolving.
Red or white?
White.
Oh,
that didn't change.
I'm going to say I knew that after each answer because I do know that, but coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cold or hot?
I like both. Black with 2 fake sugars.
2 fake sugars. Okay. Do you have a favorite quote?
Life's a journey, not a destination. I wish I had a different one because I think I said that last time. I mean, that is my quote.
You're consistent.
I am. Yeah, it's been my quote since my high school yearbook, and I think it's true.
Jami, are you a blogger? I won your organization at my
So Dana's the writer. I'm the ideator, but yeah. I would love to help, and I should write it because
can you write it?
Fun. Yeah.
I'm like, can you write it? Okay, we're gonna have her write it. I'll just add the links to it. Okay, favorite flower. Whoops.
We would say sunflower. Always.
You do? Really?
I have a tattoo of a sunflower.
No, I mean you have a tattoo.
I mean, that's the reason.
I thought that was why.
I mean, I like hydrangea, but sunflower's always been my favorite. I love fields of sunflowers. We grow them at our house. Whoever asks me, I can come and organize your life.
She thrives on this.
I go into people's house, like my friends, whether they want it or not.
She's like,
can I help you?
Give me a bottle of white. We're good.
And some sunflowers.
Oh, that would be nice too. What was I going to say? Okay, so the favorite book?
Oh God.
It's Me, Margaret.
Oh, that's such a good book. Are you there? It's Me, Margaret. I mean, when I was younger, I sadly haven't read everything I'm reading is was like work related. So yes.
We did the quote, we did the flower, okay, so if you are not organizing and being an HR superwoman, what are you doing?
Lately, let's see. I mean, I like to help people with their ideas and their businesses. Obviously, being with my kids, I spend a lot of time with the kids. My daughter's going to college, so we're getting ready and organized around that. Oh, what'd they say?
I have sunflowers, so can definitely provide you
Oh,
with some.
okay. We're bargaining
Ooh.
here. We got
We'll
a deal.
take it. We'll take
Reveal
it.
yourself after. Can we see who they are?
Yes. You know what it is? On the groups, it doesn't show the names,
Oh.
which is so annoying. Oh, Ashley. Okay. Ashley. Lots of sunflowers and white wine, and you're good to go. And a crazy dog. No crazy dogs.
I'm now in my right here.
Sorry. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I apologize for the ins and outs. This is the real life of moms, of whether they're dogs or furry people.
Or kids.
Or kids.
Screaming.
Furry people. Did I just say furry people? I meant to say kids or furry dogs.
You don't get waxed during COVID. You could be a furry people.
You could be furry people. Next week, we're going to be together again.
Yes, we are. Yes.
So, Alicia, you're going to have us in person. So, if you guys have any questions about the hacks, in the meantime, please comment below. If you have any hacks that you would like to share, we want
to hear from you.
To hear about them, because we're all about that. Don't forget to go to themodernmomlounge.com for our previous shows. I think Stella is trying to jump on your back right now. We are not. Oh, your boys are. My boys are furry people too.
I have 2 of those. And smelly.
Yeah, smelly, furry. It's like a combination.
Oh, that's one thing. In boys' closets, make sure you have those like
hanging things.
No, the Febreze things that you pull out.
Ooh, I don't even have that. I just don't go in their room, which I probably should to see what's growing. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Without Stella, by the way.